An HMO and an airline holding company are on this week's Value Stock Radar. Monitor of the radar is Tracy Reineck, our value stock strategist, who's here with me once again to talk more about these companies.
Yep.
So the HMO is actually located down in Puerto Rico.
That's right. They're basically handling the Blue Cross Blue Shield business down there. They have about 1 million subscribers, so they're big. And HMOs have been doing well with the whole Obamacare, a lot of people signing up, all of that going on. But you have issues in Puerto Rico right now with the Puerto Rican economy. It makes it a little more risky here, even though, you know, obviously the subscribers are the subscribers into the plan, but the company has not been giving 2014 guidance because Puerto Rican economy and some of these other regulatory issues that might be lurking out there. That's a little bit of, you know, something you don't really want to see, but it does have really good value fundamentals right now, probably because of some of these unknowns that are out there. It's trading with a PE under 11, and as you can see, it's a Zacks #1 rank. The estimates are trending higher. 2 estimates have been raised for 2014 in the last 60 days, and it's supposed to see 24% growth this year. Next year, again, because of all this uncertainty that's kind of out there, analysts aren't quite sure. It's flat to a little bit down for growth next year. We'll know more as we get closer to 2015, obviously, because the company's not giving any guidance. But, you know, like I said, there's a lot to be said for having value in this area. And the chart, shares are off the lows. Like I said, they're still cheap. You have a price to book and a price to sales, both under 1, which is a really good value metrics as well. There's just this issue with Puerto Rican economy and some, you know, legislation and regulatory issues. But otherwise, analysts are, you know, pretty positive on this year.
Okay, tell me about Hawaiian Holdings, which is that airline holding company.
Yeah, airlines are hot. We've talked about this one several times in the past. It was cheaper the other times we discussed it. People have discovered Hawaiian Holdings, which is the parent for Hawaiian Airlines. It's the oldest airline company in Hawaii. It, you know, obviously is flying a lot from the West Coast, but it has a lot of international routes as well over into China and Japan. And it's it handles all the cargo and the mail and all that stuff in between the islands, which is an important thing when, you know, that's the only way you're getting things.
Right.
So, you know, they've been expanding. They had a route that went to New York nonstop as well, and they've been adding some planes. Lot to like here, but airlines, you know, they've had the big run now. This is still cheap. It's trading around 11 times. Again, not as cheap as it was when we were first talking about it, but compared to the overall market, that is still cheap. Airlines are still favored industry. It's in the top quarter of all Zacks ranked industries. You can see that analysts really like what's happening this year and next year. 56% earnings growth this year, still double digits next year. Estimates are going up. It's got the Zacks #1 rank. Question is with, you know, has the stock run basically too far? You can see in the chart the chart looks like it's topped out, and, you know, the shares have had this big run, like I said, still cheap, but maybe it'll get a second wind here as it's going up, you know, towards the next earnings season. I still like the airlines, not just Hawaiian, but some of the other ones as well. Still an area you want to be in as the economy recovers. But, you know, you might want to wait for further pullback to get into these, but I still like Hawaiian Airlines.
Well, when you say the airlines have had their run, can you really put this airline into the same category as the others because they're so regional and specialized?
Well, they are, but and a lot of the growth is coming from international, but Hawaiian is growing its international routes, which I like a lot. So they're slightly different because, yeah, they're not going to be flying all over the place, and they do have a niche market in Hawaii, there's no doubt. And as the economy improves, consumers are really traveling right now, and Hawaii, big time destination.
Yeah.
I know I want to go there.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Tracy. Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right. If you are watching this video out in syndication, then get on over to our website, Zacks.com, if you're not there already, for more stock picks and stock picking strategies. Link to them right off the homepage. Meantime, with Tracy, I'm Terry Ruffalo.